Hi, my name's Allison and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my favorite tools that I cannot live without, so I've got several things laid out here for you guys. I want to talk about my clippers first. I use a cordless clipper because I hate cords, and when I'm trying to go around dogs, dragging around a cord just like doesn't work for me. So I use the Wall KM cordless clipper, and I do use the Wall blades as well. I really prefer the Wall competition series. The black ones don't seem to get hot as quick because I think they're coated. Could just be me, but that's what I like and what I use. I also really like the Wall 5-in-1 Bravura. I use this on feet, sanitaries, when I have to do really short shave downs or like shaved portions of faces, ears. Honestly, any kind of detail work, I really like these. And let me see, your Wall KM cordless is probably gonna run you about $260-ish. This is all Amazon prices that I looked up. And then your Bravura 5-in-1 is gonna go around like $150-ish. Of course, I have your Wall clip comb, snap-on comb, whatever you prefer to call it, guard comb set. This is about $40 on Amazon. I feel like everybody uses these guard combs just because they seem to be made the best. They got the metal on them. I'm not gonna really talk about these because I feel like everybody knows what these are, but I use these every day. These have seen better days for sure, but definitely something I have to have and I cannot work without. Next up, I've got my Chris Christensen Big K brushes. I cannot live without these bad boys because they will demat anything. They are like my workhorses. They're under the category of like a universal brush because they have the curved little, whatever you want to call this here. And their pins are really long, so they kind of just go through long coat. I have both sizes. They run about $65 in between there a piece. So they are an expensive brush, but totally worth it. I can brush out like a whole standard poodle with this and then not even need to use a comb because there are no tangles. And they last forever, so something to think about. It's definitely worth the money and definitely my go-to brush on a daily basis. I have these brushes as well, my Artero little flexi brushes. I use these when I'm brushing out something that's not as thick, that isn't really got tangles that I need to pull out. I'm just trying to fluff something. I really prefer these. I also have both sizes in these. I really like this one for legs. I specifically bought this one for my Bichon to do her legs and fluff up her legs. They are double-sided, so the black side is a lot more coarse than the gray side. So I usually use the black side if I run into a tangle, and then I'll flip to the gray side if I just need to fluff something up. And then I have both sizes again, just for convenience. And I believe these are like in between $20 to $25 on Amazon. Totally worth it. Again, couldn't live without these. I have like a drawer full of brushes, but these four are just the ones that I use at least every day. All right, so next I've got some combs. Combs do matter. I see some people they groom and they only have like one comb, or they don't switch it up or whatever. Every comb has a purpose. These are just two. I have a drawer of combs as well. The main difference between these two is one is like a fluffing comb, and then the other is for like actually getting tangles out, going through coat, and kind of doing the dirty and heavy work. So this comb is my Chris Christensen Poodle comb. That's not the real name for it, but that's what everybody seems to call it. It is number 017. It's a butter comb, so if you're looking for it online, you can just type in butter comb 017. That's the model for this one. It's an inch long, and really because it's super thick, it goes through any heavier coat to get tangles out and just kind of really prepare it so that way you can get ready to groom it. I definitely could not live without this comb because it just does your job so much easier for you. If you sit there and you're trying to pull out tangles with these, you're gonna hate yourself. Then that brings me to this comb. This is my Mavis comb. Apparently they're really hard to find. I didn't know that because researching them, I couldn't find them anywhere. But I believe Opaz has come out with a comb that's pretty similar. So this is like made out of titanium. It's really lightweight. The pins will break if I drop it. So they've been tinned because I've had it for a while. I use this one basically just for fluffing. If I sit and I try and pull out tangles with this, it will break the teeth. It's definitely my go-to. I have several of these just because when I bought them, I heard that they were like not gonna be having anymore, so I just kind of got a bunch of them, and I'm glad I did because now I can't find them anywhere. Mavis herself is the creator of these, and I don't think she sells them in the States, but I could not live without this comb. I am pretty sure Artero has one that's similar. Utsumi has some that are very similar, and I know Opaz just made one that looks, I think, exactly like this. And it's just my really good fluffing comb for heads and just fine detail work. So definitely good to have. Next, I've got some rakes for you guys. These are like literally the best rakes on the market. They're made by Andis. Andis makes several different rakes, but you can't be fooled because the black ones are way better. I don't know why. There's like a white and green one, and that one's okay, but this one just really pulls that undercoat out and works so much better. I've got two because one has fine teeth and one has not fine teeth. Let's see, can you zoom in on that? So I'm pretty sure the fine tooth one runs you about $35, and then this regular one, which I use on like Huskies, Golden Retrievers, just kind of all those big D-shed dogs, runs like $20-25 on Amazon. The finer tooth one I really use for like terriers, blending in underlinings, blending in skirts, that kind of thing, just some fine detail touch-up work. But I definitely couldn't live without either one of these, and they are the best de-shedding tools on the market as far as I'm concerned. Next up, I've got the Alpha Grooming Products Grooming Loop. It is currently my favorite loop I have used ever. And then they have a huge little circle at the end for your groomer's helper. So when you're fighting with those dogs and you like are struggling to find the little hook so you can hook the groomer helper onto it, these ones I'm not struggling to attach it because I have such like a large target to attach the groomer helper to when the dog is struggling. And they are waterproof, they are chew proof, they are just kind of everything. I really prefer these. They're made out of like scuba diving material, I believe he told me, and they don't really hold germs, which is why it's my favorite. And other than the cloth ones, I feel like if I have a dog that's like disgusting or has like yeast or has some kind of skin infection, those kind of hold, like they're a little bit more porous, whereas these don't seem to hold anything. Like I don't need to wash it, it's perfectly fine. It dries instantly when you get out of the tub. My favorite loop ever. I have several of them in different colors, and yeah, they're really great. Can't seem to live without recently is this Ultra DeMating and Finishing Spray by Hydra. I use it just about on every dog unless it has short hair, and sometimes I spray it on there just because it smells good. The DeMating spray, I've tried a lot of dematting sprays. None of them really seem to actually help me in the process of dematting, except this one. It truly does something with the hair, and when I start brushing, the mesh just kind of start falling out. So it's really, really, really exciting, and I really, really like this product. I'll really fluff up some coat before I start scissoring during competition. Really just kind of helps the hair stand up, and yeah, that's all I got. I really, really like this spray, and the next show I go to, I'll probably buy a couple bottles of it because it's definitely a must-have. And last but not least on my must-have every day is a barbell bow, because they are just the cutest thing ever. I have tons. I have this whole box. I've got more boxes over there. I'm on their subscription to get boxes every month. My clients love their bows. The dogs love them. A groom is just not finished unless it has a bow or a bandana, in my opinion. And I always remembered that from a little child when my dog would go to the groomer and it would come back in. We had a mobile groomer, and unless it had a bow, I could care less if it had a haircut. I couldn't even tell. So if it always had a bow, I always knew, like, yes, you got a bath today, like, it looks so cute. And I thought that was always something that I always wanted to implement. So these are just phenomenal. They're the cutest made. They're all handmade here in the United States. And I mean, look at these. Like, I couldn't make these if I tried. They're just, plus I don't have the time. I do not have the time to make these bows because I am grooming, and they have all different kinds of fun, awesome little cute things, and they're just, I love them. They are the most precious little things on the planet. They just have so many options. They have little tiny ones for like little Yorkie tie-ups. They have, I really like these for Doodles. They just have the cutest things, and they hand make all of these. I think it's awesome that they do that, and they save me a lot of time, honestly, because I don't want to sit here and make bows, because they're just, why would I make bows and they don't even look this good, and I can buy them and they're this cute. So shout out to Bardell Bows, because I couldn't live without you, and my clients love you, so it's definitely a big must-have. So these are things that I just truly cannot live without on a daily basis, and the only thing missing is scissors. Obviously I can't groom without scissors, so those should be on my must-have tools, but I honestly couldn't pick one. I have so many scissors. Some of them are sitting over here, and that's not even all of them. I kind of go back and forth on what I'm using. It depends on the breed, what I'm doing, how much coat it has, what condition the coat is in. Tons and tons of stuff goes into what scissors I want to use and when, what kind of mood I'm in. But I definitely have to have a straight, a curve, a thinning shear, and a chunker. I also have a blender, which is kind of an in-between chunker and thinning shear. It's my favorite. I love that on like drop coated dogs. But it just wouldn't be fair to show like my favorite, because I love all of them. And on some of my favorite products and tools. I will probably have separate videos. Y'all have been asking about favorite shampoos, what do I use them for, sprays, and those can take up a whole video on themselves. So I just wanted to real quick kind of show things that I can't live without. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where I post when I share a new video. And you all have continued to give me awesome feedback, so keep on doing that so I can keep making videos that you all want to see. And make sure you subscribe so you also get notified when I share a new video. And that's it. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.